Hello guys, welcome back to Civil Engineering Tutor. In this video, I am going to discuss some most important MCQs from Environmental Engineering with explanation that will be very much helpful for your preparation or revision for any competitive exams like SSC JEE and other PSC JEE or AE exams. So let's start this video. The distribution system in water supplies is designed on the basis of average daily demand, peak hourly demand, coincident of draft, greater of B and C. So here correct answer will be what? Obviously question 1 correct answer is D. Here you have to remember what is coincident of draft. So coincident of draft is basically the summation of maximum daily demand and fire demand. As you can see here, that coincident of draft is equal to maximum daily demand plus fire demand. And the total water demand of any city is the maximum value of coincident draft or maximum hourly demand. So if you have given with peak hourly demand or maximum hourly demand as well as coincident of draft, then the maximum of these two values you have to select as water demand of any city. So correct answer will be D, greater of B and C. Permanent hardness of water can be removed by. So this is very theoretical question and you should remember the concept behind this. As soon as you see the options, you can easily select the correct answer. So here correct answer will be geolite process. Now geolite process is generally used to remove both the temporary as well as permanent hardness. And what is geolite actually? So geolite is basically a hydrated silicates of sodium or aluminium. It is also known as green sand. So remember this. Question number 3, nitrates more than 45 mg per liter in water lead to disease called. So which disease happens due to nitrates concentration more than 45 ppm? So these are not the correct answer. We know that when nitrates concentration is more than 45 ppm, then blue baby disease or methanoglobinema disease happens. Okay, as you can see, when nitrates concentration is more than 45 mg per liter, methanoglobinema, this is a very big name, just try to remember, or you can remember as blue baby disease. This is generally occurred in infants or childs. Okay, so remember this. So obviously the answer will be none of this, and the correct answer will be blue baby disease or methanoglobinema. The valve which protects the water meter from damages of water hammer. So simply remember this key term here, that which of the valve is used in case of water hammer. So the correct answer for this case is obviously pressure relief valve. Okay. Here reflux valve is what? Reflux valve is generally used to control the flow only in one direction. Okay, and there is no such valve like water hammer valve. So you have to remember this. And the stopcock is generally used to control the flow of water. Okay, so you can see the reference here. So the correct answer for this case will be pressure relief valve. As you can see, reflux valve is allows water in one direction only, and stopcock is used to control the flow of a liquid or gas. You can stop it or you can like start it, that kind of thing. And especially when water hammer is associated, in that case we use pressure relief valve. The pH value of a fresh sewage is, so we know that fresh sewage is generally alkaline in nature. So alkaline in nature, that means the value of pH is more than 7. And you have to also remember this, that as time passes, this pH of sewage start to decrease and it becomes acidic. Okay, so at the initial stage for the fresh sewage is generally alkaline, but older sewage is acidic in nature. Before entering a manhole, a candle is lowered into the manhole. What is the purpose of lowering a candle or burning a candle inside the manhole? So the main purpose is to find out whether there is a sufficient amount of oxygen available or not. As we know that a candle will only burn when there is a sufficient amount of oxygen. If oxygen is not there, then the candle will simply blow off. Okay, so you have to remember this. And why oxygen is necessary? Because a worker is going to work inside the manhole, and we know that generally inside the manhole foul gases are there. So if sufficient amount of oxygen is not available inside the manhole, then there will be problem of sustenance of the worker. Okay, so that's why it is necessary to ensure whether there is sufficient amount of oxygen inside the manhole before entering into the manhole. The minimum dissolved oxygen which should always be present in water in order to save the aquatic life. So to save aquatic life, this is a very theoretical question. You have to remember the answer, and here the answer will be minimum DO for aquatic life is 4 ppm or 4 milligram per liter. Now in this regard, please comment down the answer if you know. In this regard, I am going to ask you a question that what is the saturation DO at 20 degrees centigrade or at standard temperature? What is the saturation DO of water? So if you know the answer, then comment down below this video. Saturation DO. Deposit gauges are provided with copper sulphate solution. Now simple thing is why copper sulphate is used. So you do not need to see the option as well. You have to just remember this, that copper sulphate is used to prevent the growth of algae. Okay. So here the correct answer will be option B. Copper sulphate is used to prevent the growth of algae. And this is not no way this option gonna happen, that SPM is suspended particulate materials. That will not be the case. To scare bar, this is very funny option. So you can simply eliminate these options. Okay. Now this is very repeatedly asked in any competitive exams, be it junior engineer exam or assistant engineer exam, that the minimum depth of a septic tank is taken. So the correct answer is here 75 centimeter. Just remember this. Okay. There are few dimensions or few parameters of septic tank that you need to remember, like detention time and what is the ratio of height width. So you have to remember this. Now before moving towards final question, if you want to thank me for my effort to make such videos, you can like this video and subscribe to the channel to motivate me further to make more videos like this. The detention period for oxidation pond is usually kept as. So we know that oxidation ponds is a natural water treatment system and it is generally very large in size. So, and being a natural water treatment system, we do not use any other type of chemicals here. So detention period is generally very high, and that is 10 to 15 days. So remember this. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much.